Hey guys, how y'all doing today? My name is Franchise Fanatic, and welcome back to the channel. And if you guys, is another Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga video. Now, unfortunately, I'm just going to say it right out. This is not a news update. This is kind of more or less a warning to everyone. So, first and foremost, I also want to say that, before we get really into it, that we have 3 different events happening in June that I'm aware of. So the first is the Summer Games Fest, which is, believe on June 10th. So today is the 6th. So that is, pretty close here. E3, which of course is going to be an all-digital starting, that's going to be happening June 12th through June 15th. And then, of course, we have the brand new, kind of brand new, announced LegoCon, which is the very first Lego convention. LegoCon takes place June 26th. So we have 3 different dates here. Summer Games Fest, E3, and LegoCon. So there's 3 events where we could get Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga news. Now, again, some people are saying, oh, it's confirmed. We looked at the schedule. It's not going to be there. It's not going to be at LegoCon. It's not at E3 because they're just showing Back for Blood. Look, we don't really know until we effing watch it. That's what I'm going to say. We don't know until we watch it. You know what I mean? We could see the schedule. You can show me the schedule. Look, they could change things. They could be sneaking something in. We don't know. Now, I also want to mention that the last real news we got for this game was back in August of last year, August 27th, which was during, I believe, Gamescom or something like that. And we got the official gameplay trailer. And that, of course, said coming in spring. And April 2nd, we got the official, third delay for this game. So it was supposed to come out in spring, and now we don't know when it's coming out. But I will tell you right now that we could get something at Summer Games Fest, E3, or LegoCon. Look, all 3 are potentially there. Now, I'm going to say something that's going to blow your mind. Don't get your hopes up for any of these 3, because, look, we've been screwed over in the past. I mean, I can't even effing count it on my fingers, man. We've been screwed over so many times, it's not even funny. This game, and I don't care if it's delayed, right? Take all the time you need, but I was telling my buddy a few days ago, just because the game is delayed doesn't mean they have nothing to show. They've been working on this game for 4 years. We just got a butt ton of gameplay last August, so clearly they have stuff done and ready to ship and show, so why can't they, show us more? Look, I guarantee you, and it's not just China virus, COVID, whatever. Something is happening behind the scenes that we don't know about, that something's wrong, right? You can't look at me and be like, oh, franchise, the game's delayed, but I'm sure it's in a great state. It can't be. You know what I mean? If it was in a great state, they would show us things, right? It's been almost 10 months since we've had any lick of news. And I don't consider that delay on April 2nd news. That's just simple communication. Since then, we've had to deal with, like I said, delays, horrible marketing, miscommunication, and straight up deceitful lies. Because if you remember that one time they said, April 2nd, they were like, oh, it's not coming in spring. Not coming in spring. But you still had all these websites and all these things saying coming in spring. So it was a complete lie, laziness, lies, the whole shebang. When I was in downtown Disney, back when I was in Disney World a little bit ago, I want to go back already. But when I was there for every other day or so, we'd go to downtown Disney, and I had that hour and 10-minute video. They would in the Lego store. They would have this little screen, right, and on the screen it would show those commercials with the Lego set and then the gameplay. And they changed it to coming soon on my TV in the hotel, but on the Lego store, it still said coming spring. So, some things they changed, some things they didn't. Look, this game's been a complete mess since day one. TT knows it, we know it. It's horrible. I'm not going to say, don't say it's canceled, because it isn't, unless we get confirmed. But right now, it's just delayed. It's not canceled. Don't worry. If we don't get something at Summer Games Fest, E3, and LegoCon, if June completely passes without anything, then we can worry. I'm already worrying because it's, a lot of people don't think this, but I am a Lego Star Wars YouTuber, like Rugged Eagle and like all these other guys, except I only cover news when there's stuff to cover. And I figured it'd be a good time to kind of tell you guys, to kind of warn you guys and kind of go over the history of this game. Don't get excited. Do not get your hopes up, because if we do get something, great, freaking great. But if we don't, and we're all looking forward to it, like every other effing gaming thing that happened before, we're all gonna get pissed. We're all gonna go, oh, but TT, you suck, and it's gonna be another hate train, incoming in the station, and we don't need that. You know what I mean? Look, they can take all their time they want with this game, right? If it comes out next year, whatever. Just tell us what's happening. If something's wrong, tell us something's wrong. You know what I mean? Show me a picture. Show me a gameplay trailer. Give me a release date. Because, again, look, the way I see it, if they bogged down the spring 2021 release date back in August 27th, they, like, it's hard to explain, but it's common sense. If you watch that gameplay trailer on August 27th of 2020 and it says coming spring, then we know, oh, it's coming spring. Of course, that didn't happen, but that's what we were thinking. And then, of course, TT Games, because they said spring, right, they knew, or at least they thought they knew, that this game was going to come out in spring, right? So they can't be like, oh, it's coming in spring, but we're, 16 months behind. But let's just say spring. If they weren't sure they were going to meet spring, they wouldn't have said spring. So that means that they're close to finishing the game. Because if you were to delay it on April 2nd and say, we're not going to make our spring window, we'll update you as soon as we can. This right here, these 3 events in June, this is the as soon as we can part of that paragraph they gave us. You know what I mean? So if they miss this, something's wrong with the game. I guarantee it. That's the only explanation. You know what I mean? If development was going well, we will have a release date at one of these 3 events. We have to. You know what I mean? And yeah, TT Games, they followed E3 on Twitter, so maybe that's a hint that they'll be there. Look, I don't know. No one knows, And I'm not naming names, but there are a butt ton of YouTubers that are a lot bigger than me that probably don't deserve it, that are literally clickbaiting people. I've run into people on Twitter and YouTube that literally say in their titles and in their thumbnails, it's confirmed or it's official. We're getting Lego Star Wars news at E3 or, E3 watch list. What's going to happen? What to look forward to? And look, that's clickbait. I don't clickbait. You know what I mean? I'm warning you guys, don't get your hopes up. You know what I mean? Because then you'll just get disappointed. If we do get something, perfect. I'll cover it. If we don't get something, I'll also cover it. And you're probably thinking, well, why would you cover nothing? Well, I just want to tell you guys what's going on. But again, LegoCon June 26th, E3 June 12th through June 15th, and Summer Games Fest June 10th. Hopefully we'll have some news. I will cover it if we do or don't by the time all this crap's over. But look, man, the road to this game release is just going to be, it's horrible, you know what I mean? And it's really, I mean, when I buy this game and I'm booting it up on my Xbox and I'm ready to film for you guys, and I will be filming the entire game on YouTube, I'm just going to have a sense of dread, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to be installing this game and I'm going to be like, wow, this is really fun, but man, the road getting here was really effing bad, wasn't it? So again, it's just going to have a sour taste in my mouth. But the road getting to this point was horrible, and hopefully we don't go through the same shtick that we went through last time, because it's getting old, you know what I mean? The clickbait, the lies, the negative, it's all getting old, you know what I mean? And if something's wrong, they got to tell us. We need to have a release date soon, because if they still have zero clue as to when this thing's coming out and just coming soon, something's wrong. Either they're all incompetent now, they're all stupid, or, you can't blame the pandemic anymore. That's my other point. You can't keep blaming, China virus, COVID, Corona, whatever you want to call it. I get it. You had to work from home, and I understand. But look, making video games has to be easier than a doctor or a dentist or something like that. You know what I mean? You're just sitting at home on your computer. So, obviously, they're getting things done, and some of them are going back in the offices in the UK, but again, man, this is the end of the video. I'm not going to go on it anymore, but let me just say that if we get news, I will cover it. If we don't get news, I will cover it. And I'm disappointed with this game already. The way they handled the marketing, the way they handled the communication has been laughable and quite terrible. And hopefully this changes in a few weeks and days here. Again, I'll let you know. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see LEGO Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga news. When we actually get news, by the way, I'm a YouTuber that covers news when we get it. I'm not going to make 50 videos a day talking about random things we've already known. You know what I mean? Some LEGO Star, and I'm not naming names, but some of them literally wait like a month, and then they title it like, brand new news. And I'm like, oh, cool, brand new news. What did I miss? And then it's like a month-old news. So, again, I will cover stuff when we get it. And, I don't want to say I'm the best, but I know I'm better than some of them. And, it is kind of getting ridiculous out here. But anyway, I'll let you know what's happening. I'm excited. I'm skeptical. You know what I mean? I'm going into these 3 events here half glass full, half glass empty. You know what I mean? Like, I'm excited, but I'm also not getting my hopes up, as you should too. Because, again, I don't want you guys to get your hopes up and then get disappointed. But again, if we get news or if we don't, I'll cover it here. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon. Tell me in the comments what you think. I'd love to know. I will respond to you to your comments, and I heart them. We'll have a little discussion. Thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next video.
Not him, the Falcon.